and welcome to another drawing tutorial. I just posted a photo on my Instagram channel where I show you how I draw the face features from any angle. And this post just reached about 60,000 likes, and I was thinking like, okay, probably I'm gonna do a tutorial or something like a step-by-step guide for you guys. And I use pencils by Tombow. Let's start with the front view. I just break this whole tutorial in 3 pieces. So today I'm gonna show you the front view. In the next episode I will show you the 3/4 view, and at the end in the 3rd episode I will show you the side view. This allows you to draw each and every step without getting too much information. Whether your drawing skills are intermediate, beginner or advanced. Actually, I'm not a typical art teacher. I just try to give you the best information that I could and give you an insight to the working progress when I draw, just like the face features. So if you have troubles or issues anyway with the drawing of the eye from the front view, then I just have a video which I posted earlier. And in this video I just give you some deeper information about the eye drawing in the front view. So if you want to see that, just click on the link in the description or right here in the corner of this video. And just like in each and every sketch or drawing that I do, I just start with a simple light sketch. Something like a pencil in HB softness. And I just try to focus on the proportions and not giving so much details in the first layer. So just figuring out where the proportions are and if the size is correct, and yeah. Yes, after we are happy with the result of the first layer, then we can add just a few more details, just like I do right here in the video. So I just work on the eyebrow for the second layer, and I just add some of the hairs of the second layer, but not all over the eyebrow. I just try to bundle some hairs and build different groups of single hairs. In this whole demonstration, I just don't care about soft blendings or smooth transitions from light to dark. So this is not a full detailed drawing. I just want to give you some information about the quick drawing of the face features. So what I actually gonna do is not to shade soft or just blend my pencil lines. I just do actually something like a cross-hatching in order to give you the most information in short time. In order to give your drawing something like a realistic touch, you can add the lashes just like in a curvy way that I do right here. I switched my pencil from HB to right now B4 just to add some darker parts and some darker shadows, so the drawing just gets more contrast from light to dark, and that helps your drawing to really get attention for the first look. Usually I have a reference photo when I draw something, or especially when I do something like a commissioned work for a client. But in this case, I mean, just like in this tutorial, I just have no reference and I draw straight from imagination. And what I try to say is that every eye or every eyebrow or all the shapes of the human face are individual. So this demonstration fits not every part of the feature of the face at all, but it just gives you some information about the drawing at all. And if your drawing just doesn't look like mine at this stage, that's no problem. I mean, if you're a beginner and you have no experience with drawing, then you just can't nail that drawing for the very first time. As long as you keep on practicing and redo it over and over again and learn from your mistakes. So the next step is the nose from front view. And just like I said, as I always do, I do a light sketch, just catching the proportions and work with not that much pressure on the paper. And once again, I just try to break things in small steps, just to understand what this is all about. And the basic thing that I do in the first stage of the drawing is, especially in case of the nose, I just start with a simple shape of 3 circles. These just 3 simple circles help me a lot to do the structure of the nose from a front view. And some of you might think, oh, this is not really nice, this is not a nice blending or something like that. But in this case, as I said, I just don't care about soft blendings. I just want to show you how I work quickly. Same thing as I did in the eye drawing, I just switched the pencil to a softer one and add some dark shadows and more contrast to the drawing. And some of you might think, what kind of tool is that he is using right now? And this is the most satisfying eraser tool that I ever used. It's an eraser from Tombow, and it's just like a pen. You hold it in your hand and you can erase some small details and parts out of your drawing. It's pretty nice. Especially when you create a reflecting light at the lower nose, just like I did right here. Alright, next step is the ear. So what I basically do when I start is just like I always do. I do a thin layer of drawing and capture the proportions and try to figure out what is important and what is maybe too much information at the first stage. So always keep in mind, when you draw something from the front view, just like the ear, then everything that you represent on the paper is a little bit more thinner than you see it from the side view. And what I try to say is that you can easily exaggerate your drawing in your own kind of way. Because there's just one simple rule in drawing ear. Better to draw more curves and more curved lines than just straight lines. And this is it for the ear drawing, just going straight into the lips. I just start with a simple hearted shape, just like a bean or something, followed by 2 other ovals right below, connecting each other, and try to form a well-rounded lip. So if you have troubles or issue with drawing this or anything about lips, then I have a previous video that I uploaded where I especially talk and demonstrate about how I draw lips from any angle. So feel free to click in that video and learn much more deeper content about drawing the lips from any angle. But for now, back to this drawing of the lips right here. So what I basically do in each and every drawing of the lips that I do is to represent that the upper lip is darker than the lower lip. The reason for this is simply the angle of the lip at all. So if you imagine the upper lip just facing downwards and the lower lip facing upwards to the sky, so the lower lid just gets much more light. This works great in this case of just like drawing from imagination, but if you observe an image or a reference photo, then you will probably see that every time when you observe a portrait photograph, that the upper lip is much more darker than the lower lip. And to add more realism and contrast and depth into your drawing, I just switched again the pencil to a softer one. In the next video, I will show you how to draw the 3/4 perspective for the face features. If you think this video was helpful, then please share it with your friends and your family and give it a thumb up. Stay tuned and see you next time.